for 33 hours, I was praying that if this had to happen here, that it wouldn't be one of us, that somebody drove from another state, somebody came from another country.
And there you have it. Utah Governor Spencer Cox said he prayed for 33 hours that the killer wasn't one of us. What he meant was clear. He was praying it wasn't a white Republican. He wanted to pin it on a black person, a Latino, an Asian, an immigrant, someone queer, someone trans. He wanted anyone else to take the blame. That's not praying. That's bigotry. That's scapegoating. And it tells you exactly where his priorities lie. Protecting his party instead of facing reality. That the violence is coming from within. Well, sir, your prayers weren't answered. Tyler Robinson was a registered Republican, homegrown in Utah. A white Republican.
We got him? He's Muslim, right? Black? Latino? At least he's an immigrant. What do you mean he's from Utah? At least he's trans? Guys. Okay, does he use pronouns? What do you mean everybody uses pronouns? At least he's a radical leftist? He's not a leftist? He's not even a Democrat? Guys, is this the same exact person as last time? A different one? How am I supposed to spin this? What do you want me to do? Lord, you know I prayed that it wouldn't be one of ours. Okay, give me a second to think. What would the president do? What would the president do? What would the president do? Okay, I think I got it, you guys. We're gonna blame the mental health crisis, and then we're gonna gut all the funding to all of the social programs.
Did y'all see that the governor said that he was praying for 33 hours that it wasn't one of us? I don't know what one of us means for him, but let's see.
I was praying that if this had to happen here, that it wouldn't be one of us. That somebody drove from another state, somebody came from another country.
Immigrant?
Sadly, that prayer was not answered the way I had hoped for.
And he prayed for that? Out of everything, that's what he prayed for it to be somebody that was maybe an immigrant, maybe somebody that was black, but not a white person to be the shooter. That's crazy. And it just so happened the shooter's from Utah. Another thing that they don't want. I just feel like I'm dreaming of everything that's happening. Like, it just seems so not real, but it's real. But what's also so sad is that a lot of people are like still like standing on their toes, and most of them being Latinos too. It's just crazy. If this doesn't wake you up, what he just said, I mean, I really don't know what would wake people up at this point, because that's just insane. One of us.
Hello guys, I hope you're doing super great wherever you are watching from, and welcome back to this very episode. And we'll be looking at Charlie Kirk reactions that actually proves white supremacy exist. And we will start with the governor of Utah remarks, and when he said that he expected that it was not one of them. I think that statement proves white supremacy because according to him, a white person cannot commit such a crime. But it is unfortunate that the person who shot Charlie Kirk is actually a white 22-year-old Tyler Robinson, raised in a conservative family. Another thing to that statement alone, I think that he was trying to say if it was another person who is not a white person, they would take a very big measure. But now that it is a white person, their hands are tied. And he went ahead with his commentary, threatening people that nobody should actually celebrate the death of Charlie Kirk. And by that time, I had not actually witnessed something like a celebration. Why was he actually thinking that other people, and that is probably people of color, will celebrate the death of Charlie Kirk? And actually, he went ahead. Most importantly, he went ahead and said that after the Charlie Kirk was shot, the white people did not go on rampage to actually destruct property. And what he was trying to say is that the white people behaved in a good manner. It's not that they behaved like the black community who actually go to protest. And I feel that that is an insult, and still he was still saying that white people are well behaved, despite the suspect was a white person. And another thing in general that proves that white supremacy still exists is how the death of Charlie Kirk has been amplified to an extent of saying that the flag of USA will be flown half-mast, despite that the people who have been shot in United States this year is actually more than 18,000, but it's only this death of a white person that is being amplified. And to me, that actually proves that white supremacy is real, and it's something that we need to speak about and take notes and be careful as black and minority community. And of course, last but not least is the HBCU college has been threatened to be locked up, despite that Charlie Kirk was shot in Utah College, a white-dominated college in a white state, but they still went ahead and gave a warning to HBCU colleges. And HBCU and black people and other minority people of color had nothing to do with the shootout. But you can still see such threat is actually to provoke black people to try to change a white on white crime to be a biracial war. But the black people, they have been acting calmly, saying that they actually don't celebrate the death of Charlie Kirk, but they still don't mourn the death of Charlie Kirk. And even before her wife actually gave her speech, most of the black people sympathized, showed empathy with the wife and kids of Charlie Kirk. But in general, the black people and other minority community showed empathy to the wife and kids of Charlie Kirk. But the truth is, the Charlie Kirk stance and movement, the black people found it disrespectful. And the reality is, they had nothing to do with the death, and they are not celebrating. But it has been a hell of a week, and people have observed how white supremacy is real, and the reality of the narrative that white supremacy have been pushing, that the black people are the ones who are actually violent, are the ones who are involved in gun violence. I think that this incident, in another way, in another sense, have really exposed white supremacy. Let me know what you think in today's episode. Let me know what you think about my commentary. Until we meet next time, peace, love, and harmony.